Now we move on to the Q&A. If you have any questions or any comments, please feel free to post them on the chat window, or you can also unmute yourself and ask your question, or you can also speak out your comments.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
In case if Hare Krishna, Rajshekhar, yes.
Prabhu, you usually mention the part and parcel of Supreme Lord.
Yeah.
I understood the part, I understood the word part, but I never
Mm.
understood about the word parcel. Instead, we could have said that we are just parts of Supreme Lord. Why do we need parcel?
Part and parcel is a idiom. It is a phrase in English. Okay, part and parcel is a single phrase. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of this word part and parcel? Part and parcel, both are not different. It is single phrase it is. So let us see. Part and parcel. What is the meaning of this word? So part and parcel, to be part and parcel of something means to be an essential feature or element of something. Okay. So this is actually a idiom in English. Okay. An essential element of something, that is called part and parcel. Right? Suppose if somebody says uh, Satyagraha was a part and parcel of Gandhiji's life, daily life. What does it mean? It was an essential part, inseparable part of Gandhiji's life, Satyagraha. Non-violent agitation against injustice. That is called Satyagraha. I'm just giving an example. In the same way, when Krishna says, everybody is a part and parcel of me, that means Lord Krishna is saying, all of us have an inseparable, integral relationship, inseparable relationship with Krishna. You might have forgotten me, Krishna says, but you cannot become disconnected from me. That's the meaning of part and parcel. That means, Srila Prabhupada also says, each of us, each soul is a sample God. We are all sample God, Krishna Prabhupada says. Just like, mm, yeah, we do this, right? Suppose you're cooking rice. You're cooking 1 kg rice. Uh, you're cooking rice. What happens? How do you know whether you have cooked the rice properly or not? Is it for properly cooked or not? What do? We take small portion of that rice and check, press it and check whether it has become soft or not. A small portion, if it has nicely, it is soft, that means the rest of the rice is also cooked. So uh, that is a sample. That is called sampling. One small portion you check, then you conclude that the rest of the rice is cooked or not cooked. In the same way, each one of us is a sample of Krishna. Krishna is Satchidananda Vigraha. Each one of us is also Satchidananda Vigraha, eternal, full of knowledge and blissful. Prabhupada says, by studying the nature of ourselves, we can also study the nature of Krishna. So self-realization and God realization, they go hand to hand. They go hand in hand. They're together. Anyway, so part and parcel means uh, something which is integral part of the whole. So we are part and parcel of Krishna. It is an idiom. Hope that answers. Hope that answers your question.
Yes, Prabhu, but we could have said that we are just parts of Supreme Lord, right? That also means the same thing, right? Probably my
No.
English may not be the. And one more thing is that if Prabhupada says
Yeah.
that, I believe that even a small word also may have some meaning attached to the devotion.
Yes.
So why not parcel may also have some other implication compared to part. In that way,
No, that's what
I
I'm.
am looking at that. But EDM, sorry, for me, it is looking like part and
Hmm,
parcel means it is an essential element, inseparable
hmm,
element.
yeah.
Then I don't know. Even if we suppose if I said that we are parts of the Supreme Lord, that will also mean the same
Hmm.
thing, right? That is my intention. That is my question.
Okay,
Why not? We could
I'll
have
tell
said
you.
that. Okay, Prabhu, please.
Okay, suppose now there is a machine, and the machine is made up of many smaller parts. So you can remove the parts from the machine, right? You can remove it for some time. So if it is a part, it is detachable from the machine. It is removable, and maybe sometimes a very small part of the machine, if you remove, still the majority of the work that the machine is doing, it will continue. It is not hindered, right? That means it may not be an essential part. It is a part, but it is not an essential part. That means without that part also, uh, it is the functionality of the machine is not so much affected. But when we say part and parcel, that means it is inseparable, most essential. That means, when Krishna is saying this, I am part and parcel, and Prabhupada, when Krishna is saying that we are all amshas of Krishna, and Prabhupada is translating it as part and parcel, what is the meaning of that? Krishna misses each one of us who is not with him in the spiritual world directly, right now, presently. That means, as I told you in one of the sessions previously, each one of us have a unique relationship with Krishna, which is irreplaceable by anybody else. The way I am serving Krishna, you cannot serve Krishna. The way another soul is serving Krishna, X soul is serving Krishna, Y soul cannot serve. That means each Krishna is such an unlimited personality. That's why he's called Purushottama, the supreme enjoyer. He enjoys the service rendered by unlimited parts and parcels simultaneously. And he reciprocates with them also nicely. That means Krishna is missing us. In fact, that shloka 15.7, the main mood of Krishna is saying, actually, all of these people belong to me, but they have forgotten me. Now they are struggling so much, and I feel so bad for them, and I am also missing them. So, part and parcel means without us, Krishna is, even though he is Supreme Lord, even though he doesn't depend on anybody, but still, on a relationship level, he is actually missing us. So, we are essential parts of his uh, bliss program. All of us are essential. Why have we been created? The Vedas say, Eko Bahusyama, that one Supreme Lord became many for his enjoyment. That is the way he enjoys. How does he enjoy? He enjoys by exchanging loving relationships with his unlimited amshas, unlimited parts and parcels. That is how he enjoys. So each one of us, we have a unique loving relationship with Krishna, right? That is irreplaceable. We are irreplaceable. Therefore, we are part and parcel of Krishna. Another meaning is also, another understanding is physically, we might have forgotten Krishna, but even while we are in the material world, each one of us, we are dependent on Krishna for our existence. Somebody may say, there is no God, I'm an atheist, I don't believe in God. But even now, even the atheists or even those who claim there is no God, they are living because of the arrangements made by God. In that way, we can never claim independence. Only Krishna is supremely independent. All of us are dependent on him. So therefore, We may not be in the spiritual world, we may be in the material world desiring to enjoy independent of Him, but even in our so called illusory independent life in this material world, we are dependent on Krishna for everything. And that is what Krishna explains in the entire Bhagavad Gita. Many places he says, you're drinking water, the taste of that water I have arranged. You're having intelligence, talents, and abilities. I have only given to you all those things. Every moment you are thinking, you're remembering something, you're forgetting something. I am seated inside your heart as Paramatma and giving you those forgetfulness, remembrance. That means the food that you are eating, I am digesting in the form of being present inside your belly in the form of the fire of digestion. That means for everything you're dependent on me. Yet you are foolishly claiming that you're independent of me. No, you're part and parcel of me. Why don't you understand this? Why don't you come back to me? This is the mode in which Krishna is speaking, and Prabhupada is using this specific English idiom, part and parcel. Is that okay,
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Rashi?
To better extent, I understood. Thank you.
Very nice. Good. So, of course, these spiritual concepts, the more we advance in our spiritual consciousness, the more we will be able to understand and appreciate and realize these are not static. Spiritual knowledge is not static, it is dynamically revealed based on the degree of the soul's surrender to Krishna. Each time you read the same shloka of Bhagavad Gita, you will get newer and newer realizations because the spiritual knowledge is dynamically revealed based on the degree of our devotional service and surrender to Krishna. Okay, so any other question or any other comment anyone has? Okay, so the one important thing, uh, see, as we are progressing in these chapters of Bhagavad Gita, some of us might start thinking, oh, it is becoming too philosophical, right? But that's how the progress in the spiritual knowledge is, chapter after chapter. So that is also you know, the way Krishna reveals himself more and more intimately as we progress towards the later chapters, the final chapters of Bhagavad Gita. So more and more deeper, more and more intense, more and more, I would say, personal. In this chapter, Krishna is directly claiming that I am the supreme personality, I am Paramatma. So here we should not think that, oh, what is this Krishna? He's boasting about himself. Initially, he was telling, do your job nicely, offer your fruits to Yajna. In the third chapter, if you see, directly Krishna doesn't say, do your work and offer to me. He doesn't say like that. Do your work and offer to Yajna. And of course, Yajna is one of the names of Lord Vishnu. He says, do all your works for his pleasure. That means, okay, you may say, okay, Krishna is being very modest there. Now it's easier to accept. Oh, Krishna is saying there is a supreme power. To that supreme power you have to offer. But as you go progress towards the later chapters of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna starts revealing about who is that Yajna and who is that Lord Vishnu. It is me only, Krishna is saying. And Krishna did not simply say like that, he demonstrated that also. When Arjuna asked, can you show your Vishwarupa? He demonstrated that. We saw that in the 11th chapter. So, Krishna consciousness, the process of realizing one's intimate relationship with Krishna through the chapters, the way Arjuna went through the journey, we can also appreciate that if we have if we don't consider Krishna as an ordinary person. Many people can't digest such statements of the Bhagavad Gita. Oh, they say Krishna is boasting, he is a self-advertising. No, that is why in the very beginning, Krishna told Arjuna, I am selecting you to give this knowledge because you are my friend and devotee. So being a devotee is very, very important to be able to appreciate what Krishna says. And also in the ninth chapter, when Krishna says, Anasuyave, you are not envious of me, Arjuna, therefore you are quite fit to receive this spiritual knowledge. So why do we generally not stand such statements? Inherently, there is envy of God in our heart. Oh, why I have to go and surrender to Him? And also here in this chapter, Lord Krishna is not saying, I am the supreme energy, so you surrender to me. He's saying, I'm the supreme person, Purushottama, supreme person. Many times we have this envy, we have this thought in our mind. I can surrender easily to energy, that's okay. But person, oh, why should I go and surrender to some person? I'm also one person. Another person also will be limited like me only. The ego comes in the way, actually. I don't want to surrender. I don't want to bow down in front of a person. Like nature is okay. I'll bow down in front of nature. I'll bow down in front of something, some energy. That is okay. But person, no. So many people fail to realize that Bhagavad Gita finally leads us towards an intimate relationship with the supreme person, which is the ultimate reality. Ultimate reality is not simply energy. It is not simply some display of power. Ultimate reality is a person, and he's a supreme loving person. Okay. Relationship cannot be had with some energy or some power. Relationship is always between two entities, two conscious beings, two persons. That is why the personal aspect of the Supreme Lord is stressed everywhere in the Bhagavad Gita, in the Bhagavatam, in the Puranas, even in the Upanishads also. We should not think that Upanishads are only talking about impersonal energy. No, there also personhood is the ultimate. This we have to understand. Of course, the Vedas are also talking about person only. Ultimately, God is a person and he is a very, very loving, caring person. And we have to realize this. We are also persons and we are hankering after that personal relationship, and Krishna is offering it so easily for all of us in the Bhagavad Gita. When you're chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you are developing personal relationship with the holy name of the Lord. The holy name is also a person who is not different from Krishna, right? So he is a person. So, uh, for example, the government may be impersonal, but ultimately the lawmakers and the law enforcers in the government, they're all persons. It looks like government is impersonal. No, government is not impersonal. Actually, government is also it is run by persons only. That is why Krishna also says, I am the supreme person, and under me there are so many personalities called devatas. They're all managing the affairs of this universe. And all living entities, you are all persons only. In this 15.7, I request all of you to please study 15.7, 15 shloka, sorry, 15 chapter 7th shloka, the translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Krishna says, Mamaivansho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha. Eternally, you are all persons only, Krishna says. Eternally, you are all my amshas, parts and parcels, eternally. Not that now you have assumed a personality, and once you get liberation, your personality is no more there. You go and merge into some light or something, power. No, no, no. Krishna uses the word Sanatana. Eternally, you are my parts and parcels. Just like I am a person eternally, you are also persons eternally. That means there is opportunity for eternal, blissful, happy, loving relationship with me. That is what Krishna is saying. Why are you depriving yourself of that? So, personality, that is very important. We are persons, the Lord is person, and eternally we are persons. Okay, so please read that 15.7 purport and you will understand many more things. So, with this, we come to the end of today's session. Thank you all for so patiently hearing, and we shall meet again tomorrow to discuss the divine and demoniac natures. Daivi, Asuri, Sampad, Vibhaga, Yoga. We'll talk about that. Thank you very much. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, विश्व गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. So, thank you so much for such a wonderful, insightful session. I hope everybody has learned something, got their queries answered. So, we'll meet again tomorrow. Hare Krishna.